Hello again. Right, today I'm going to do this card here using Island Indigo and Whisper White, and I've made my own DSP using the Touches of Texture stamp set, which is a lovely stamp set. We've got flowers, I used that in another video, dragonflies, nice little bumblebee, and then you've got lots of different texture which make beautiful backgrounds, and we're going to use the outline of the flower there and then the splodgy filly-inny bit to get our lovely paper. Okay, so what I did was I took a piece of Whisper White and I stamped all over it. So I've got my two punches. I bought the wood mount stamps in this. I don't normally buy them because they're, you know, an added expense, but because these were my free ones when I joined Stampin' Up, I thought, oh, I can push the boat out because I'm not paying for it. So stamp them up, ink it up rather, and I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3, so I've got the first, second and third generation colour, so it looks like you've got more than one stamp pad, and I think that's really good when you're starting out and you're trying to build up your colours. By doing this, you feel like you've got more colours than you've actually got. So you just randomly push them. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit and watch me doing this. I'm just going to do it one more time. Put a second one over there and a third one there. Okay, so then come in with the outline. And it doesn't have to be perfect, so you just go to vaguely where it is and give it a stamp. I only did the first generation of the outline so that it would show up, and it doesn't matter if it's slightly off because it's a random pattern, so it really doesn't matter. All the way over. Right, I shall finish that off and get back to you. And so here we are back, as you can see, all stamped all over, and I just used the dark one on all the flowers, so it really doesn't matter that you've not exactly lined them up. There probably is a way of lining them up, but the effect is such that it doesn't actually matter at all. So now I'm going to cut these for my card base. So I'm going to cut them on the first layering size. I'm going to cut 4 out, so then I'll make 4 cards like this. And then I've got a little strip for something else. And then once it's cut up, where there might have been some spaces where you think, oh, I'll put 2 dark ones together there, you're cutting them up, so it's all pretty random. So that's ready to make 4. Now I might go back in there because there's a bit of a whiteness over there. So these are our little layering blanks. For the base of the card I've used extra thick Whisper White, that we sell, because I'm not going to put another layer on the inside. So I find I prefer the extra thick card for that. I feel that the ordinary one needs 2 layers of cardstock to give it some purpose. Okay, and for my bit of fake ribbon, I've got a strip there from where I've done cut my my island indigo down for layering. It's the perfect size, and then I used, out of the Better Together, I'm using the Happy Birthday stamp, which I then cut out with the decorative label punch. The other thing I did is I made an in sympathy with sympathy card, again using this, and I cut out one of the flowers with the daisy punch, which I think complements that shape of flower really, really well. So very, very quickly then, I say the time in taking with this card is in the making of the paper. Everything else then goes together really, really quickly. So just need to glue this on. I'll use a bit of snail across the ribbon. Just add a little bit extra. Ooh, stick into my grid mat. A little bit extra there, and use the lines on my grid mat to make sure it's straight. Might go up one actually. Up there. Stick it across, and then I might ink the edges on this one. I didn't on the last one, but I think I'm going to on this one. Just make it stand out a little bit. Make it a little different. I like them to be a little bit unique. There, yeah, like that. I might, just for good measure, go around the edge of this one. Everything evolves, doesn't it? Yeah, like that. That gives it a nice sharp edge as you go round. Yep, like that. I'm going to pop this up, so I'm going to stick this down. Something stuck on that. So get the little points sort of in the middle of my fake ribbon, and then using some dimensionals I will pop this up to give it, as it says on the tin, some dimension. And when you pop it up one layer, it will still go through ordinary post, which is always good to know. One too many there. Right, then we take these off. It's a good job they're easy lift, because I do have trouble. I think I've probably mentioned that before. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit of a messy crafter. Let me move all that out of the way. Already took that one off. There we go. Very, very quick. So the non-quick bit is the Stampin' of the DSP, but I think it's worth it. And there we have it. And that's it. Simply done, but simply elegant. Okay, thank you. See you again soon.